Good morning, traders. What's going on? Thanks for tuning in today's YouTube video. Today, we are going to have a look on the markets. I'm going to give you a full breakdown analysis for some pairs for the whole week. And something very interesting occurred on the EURUSD yesterday. So probably this whole market is about to change. And I'm going to explain you exactly why. Everything is from an institutional perspective, okay? So we're not using here any kind of retail trader concept, looking for some patterns and stuff like that. No, we are here to really understand what the markets are doing, why we're pushing the price to the upside, why the price is dropping, why we're going sideways, and stuff like this, okay? Because every single movement within the Forex market, everything has its own meaning, and our job as a trader is to understand it, to interpret it, and to react on it, okay? And this is how we can really make money out of it at the end of the week, month, or year, okay, guys? So before I'm going to start off, just a quick check over here on my Linktree. To not forget to join my public Telegram channel. Here's my inner circle, my automated copy paste trading, my trusted broker, inner circle result, and I also have mentorship. So just write me here a direct message if you're interested. So I would say let's get it started with the EURUSD. Now basically what I'm always doing is I'm having a look at this whole market from a higher time frame perspective, okay? So always understanding how that higher time frames works with each other, with the lower ones. The thing is here on Forex especially, and also on all other instruments, you need to always understand how the fundamentals are, right? Is this currently a bullish market? Is it a bearish market? And for that you need to have a lot of knowledge about how the interest rates works and stuff like that. And that was yesterday something very special, because the market for the EURUSD was super interesting for the institutions to buy it, okay? So they've been here looking to buy this market, and the thing is, this is where the price yesterday already went crazy to the upside, and I'm going to explain it to you right now in this video. But let's come back to the monthly, okay? The thing is, the chart technical and the fundamentals always goes a little bit hand in hand, okay, of course. But the thing is, you will never have the decision to understand that this market will go bullish or bearish. Because right now, if you have a look on these charts, is it for you a clear uptrend or not? Well, actually, for me, it is an uptrend. But the thing is, if you have a look here, it doesn't look that much like an uptrend. Why? Because you got here an area, okay, where you would like to see the price reacting on it to go more to the downside, and the price moved up higher to the downside, up, failed to go higher, went all the way to the downside, and for further confirmations you would like to see the market breaking this one, and for even more confirmations you would like to see the market breaking this one, because here below you got liquidity, right? Now, this is the thing right now. How will the market really react? Are we going to go for a push like this? Or are we going to go for a push like this? Okay, so it's not clear right now. What we know is definitely from a fundamental based perspective is that the dollar is going to be long-term super weak. Okay. With that being said, so the bias is definitely bearish, okay, for the US dollar, and with that being said, bullish is the key for the EURUSD. But it's also not clear, right? So it's not 100% clear if this is really going to be the thing right now. So let me switch right now to the weekly. So that one bullish thing, which I always told you, is this one, right? So technically, yes, it is bullish, but you would like to see for further confirmation a break to the upside or to the downside, and it will take some time, and we are still in the market, right? So we are here because we would like to understand if we should buy it or if we should go for a bearish movement, and this is going to be a little bit tricky right now. But only reading right now the weekly time frame will not give us enough confirmations to understand how to trade it. And for example, here you got a level, you definitely got a level right now where the price potentially could react to it, and it could potentially give us from here a move up. before afterwards this one, or before afterwards something like this. Okay, so this video right now, guys, is super educational to understand what the market is doing. So these things, what I'm telling you right now, is what's going on behind my mind before I'm looking on the EURUSD. This is how I'm looking at it. I'm not just going there looking for some patterns like every retail trader is doing and say, yeah, this thing from my point of view looks like that, because this will not actually bring you the question if we're going to push up higher or not, right? And it has nothing to do with the real behavior of the market, and you will just risk money for no reason, because just risking money because of some patterns is kind of ridiculous. So let's come back. We're in the Champions League. Okay, guys, don't forget this one thing. We're here really in the Champions League, and here I'm telling you right now why also bullishness is not the best right now. Why? Because I told you, basically we're still in an uptrend and we could still expect the movement to the upside. But look here, guys, you got here a lot of liquidity here below, and the thing is, when you have these areas, they like to be hit. Okay, so the institutions, they like to use it against us. So therefore the price could easily just smash like this. Okay, so to go just a little bit through them, through these levels, hunting, and then moving up higher. That's definitely a possibility. And if we're going to grab this one, probably even this one, then we can definitely expect higher prices for the EURUSD. This is then something very possible. Now, we know this one. Now, let me just show you something what occurred yesterday. Why yesterday along would have been a super idea to go for. Now, look at this. That was my area of interest, my POY, where I was looking for a potential buying opportunity. Now, understanding right now what the market is doing within these areas over here is, yeah, it's just slowing down, right? Slowing down, slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. It is accumulating liquidity. Now, the chance right now is for the price to give us a move up. It doesn't need to be right now a move like this. It is enough if it will bring us only till here. So that's a high chance that the price will go up like this, hitting this level, and then from here going like this, and then bullish or bearish continuation to grab more liquidity below these areas over here then, okay, because here is again a ton of liquidity. So these options we have right now from a daily perspective. So the things are going to be right now more interesting for us, right? Because we know exactly where our areas are right now. So okay, so still bearish. Okay, everything here is still bearish. Market is moving lower lows, lower highs, but very slowly, right? And if something like that is moving very slowly, there is also chart pattern for that, just for the retail traders to understand why these chart patterns are so super strong. Sometimes you got this one. It's a falling wedge. Okay. And of course you can use a chart pattern, but we're not going to trade it like that, because if you're trading like that, you're going to miss on such great entries and such great risk rewards. But the thing is that yesterday, exactly here, it would have been a potential entry, because what the price did was grabbing the liquidity below the support area, grabbed it, pushed it up higher, and then all the way back to the downside. And right now we got the option for this move up, for the bullish continuation right now, because everything here, look at this, liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. Okay, here's a ton of liquidity located currently, and the price could just move up to collect it and then going bearish, or it could collect even more from here and here, and therefore it could do this thing, and then we got our bullish scenario. Okay, now let me just delete this whole thing again. Okay, so look at this here. Retail traders have seen something, right? It was their entry, probably even here, something around that one, or here, that would have been a better entry. So they've seen here the double double bottom, which is the liquidity, took it, boom, price pushed up higher, went lower, and then this price here just took everything out. So from my point of view, that's a big manipulation. Institutions just took out everybody out of the market with this bearish trap over here, took out the liquidity, and they pushed the price afterwards higher. Boom, strong move up. Right now, my expectations are, look at this. So we got here an interesting zone, which I'm not 100% sure if it will work, but it looks like that because it's a strong area, because the price, look at this, how incredible high it pushed up higher. So from my point of view, this is a very strong zone where the price right now could potentially go in, react on it, and we will see a bullish move up. And we could see it going up to the next important POI, which is definitely this one, okay? And look at this, guys. We've analyzed right now together the EURUSD from scratch, where everything has been set, right? And we know exactly what the market did the last couple of weeks and even months, because we've analyzed it from completely scratch. So we've told ourselves the story behind the EURUSD, right? And this is why right now, for me, this setup looks super saucy. Super saucy. I'm super excited to take this straight, okay? I'm going to definitely look how the price will react to this level, if it will even be enough liquidity to bring the price up higher, if the institutions are still interested in pushing the price to the upside. But let me tell you one last thing about the EURUSD. The thing is, right now, what occurred yesterday was that the interest rates, okay, there was a news release about the US dollar, and the US dollar, sorry, wrong instrument, and the US dollar, went to the downside. So the news for the EURUSD were bad. Now, when you have something like that every hedge fund currently and institutions, they are selling EURUSD. Everybody knows that EURUSD is a clean short right now, and they know that. And the thing is, they are positioning themselves with too much lot size on a short position. Now the thing is, what they need to do after that one news occurred, which was against their short positions, okay? This is the thing. You need to understand. You got within this market, the institutions who are always following fundamental stuff. This is how they can make these big swings, right? So they're shorting here, shorting here, shorting. So they're shorting it all the way to the downside. This whole thing, they're shorting it, okay? And they have massive shorts right now because it's clear short for them that the EURUSD will go to the downside. And what they're doing with that movement to the downside, they're also closing all their remaining bullish positions. So the institutions are always in both positions, right? They're hedging. They're always hedging. And after that one news release, they've known, okay, this thing completely speaks against our positions. So the thing is, if that price will right now just push up higher, then the institution would have been in massive losses. And this is why they needed to buy it. And this is where they used it, was exactly at this area, at this liquidity point. They used it, pushed the price up higher, and then right now, what I think they're going to do is they're going to push up even higher, because that thing still hasn't changed right now. And the thing is, right now, also for the euro, you see the whole fundamental, they are clear, they are still bearish, right? Overall, they're still bearish. Right now, there was something which told us, okay, we could go potentially to the upside. And this is why right now we have a little bit of indecision within the EURUSD market. So we don't know 100% if we're going to push up higher or to the downside, okay, on a long-term perspective. And this is why right now everything will be decided very soon. And let's see. And that's the same stuff right now for the GBPUSD. For the GBPUSD, we can see a very similar situation. So we're going to do today only analysis for the GBPUSD and the EURUSD. Okay, so let me just go through the whole analysis over here. So we got a very similar situation like on the EURUSD. You got also here your monthly area, where you would like to see the price reacting to it. You got kind of the same reaction. We didn't broke that one, we just tapped into it. Currently we are at a very important level like on the EURUSD, but here in the GBPUSD you got another important level more to the downside. So you got here some levels on the monthly time frame. This is why I'm switching right now to the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame I can spot this one, and this one, and for me this whole thing is still technically bullish as long as we're going to remain above this area. Alright, now we finally cleared the liquidity below this one over here, and I'm going to walk you through the procedure right now why I'm going to look for big long positions right now for the GBPUSD. I mean, I know exactly that the price could go potentially right now till this area before going up higher, but the thing is that we got strong liquidity levels just here below, and the question right now is how the institutions are going to use it. So look here, I told it to you multiple times. Here is liquidity, and the price currently went a little bit just below it. And what I like to do right now is to determine some important areas right now on the lower time frames, and what I can spot over here is a clean area over here, and this is where I'm going to look for a potential buying opportunity. Of course we got another one here, but look at this level is already multiply tested, and this is why I don't like this area that much, to be honest. But this area is still in confluence with the liquidity. Why? Because it's just a little bit below this one, and the price already went below it. So what I'm going to be interesting right now is to see how the price will react over here, and then I will still look for a potential buying opportunity for the GBPUSD, because the price from here could still just push up like this. Okay, it could easily push up like this from this area. So I'm just sharing with you right now both levels, because both levels could be very interesting for us. And look at this, what we can also see is a scenario like this, that the price will push up from here higher, okay, like this, then lower, and then higher. That's also a scenario, right? Something like that could be also a scenario. We are still here in a very strong bearish trend. Look at this, what the market did. We had here a high. Again, wrong instrument, sorry. So we had a high here, right? Price went up higher, grabbed the liquidity, pushed lower, went higher, lower, okay? Grab the liquidity all below. So these what the retail trader used over here was this pattern, right? This pattern. They've been here to looking for longs, and they used this one to boom, crash it all the way to the downside. So very easy what they did over here, right? Yeah, very interesting. Definitely very interesting to trade right now. We're in a very interesting phase. And this is why right now, from my point of view, because we dropped that much, right? It is something like this example. Okay, we got a huge drop. And then the market will just push up higher, okay? Just to collect the liquidity. Everybody's right now looking for shorts. And with that move up, it will clear again everybody out of the market. Push up, then more to the downside. Plus, we got same situation like the EURUSD from a fundamental base, because we got the dollar, and the dollar has a big value within this whole thing. Of course, we cannot see everything completely the opposite, so that we're just going to analyze right now the DXY. That would not make a lot of sense. But the thing is right now, because from a fundamental base perspective, it will really manipulate the price. It will really direct the price in a specific direction, also for the GBPUSD, okay? And this is why we need to set ourselves into a direction. And also from a chart technical perspective, as you can see, it makes a lot of sense if we would see the price going up higher. So we got also here an important level where the price should test it, and it's in alignment with every single time frame right now. And going long from here is going to be definitely a good option for us. Well, that's basically it for today's video. Hopefully you found it helpful. Hopefully you understood it, what I'm talking about. I know a lot of fundamentals, a lot of chart story, but this is what is always going through my mind when I'm looking at it. So as you can see, I'm not just drawing here some zones just without looking at it very precisely and understanding what the market is really doing these movements, okay? And this is how you should do it as well. You need to understand why the market is moving apart, and it's never moving to the upside because of some patterns. It's not moving to the upside because you see here kind of head and shoulders or stuff like that. No, it's not because of that. It's always because of liquidity. And the first thing which you need to do is to understand this liquidity. And at that moment, when you understood what liquidity is, it will really bring you to the next level. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. If you would like to check out my link tree just to check out the inner circle, Copyfix, Trusted Broker, or even my mentorship, just write me a direct message on Telegram. See you then in the channels, guys. Probably we're going to work together, trade together. Let's see. I wish you a very good trading week. Trade carefully and keep the whole things that I told you right now in this video in mind. Always rethink everything. Always expect the unexpected. Thank you, guys. Bye bye.